This will be a quick video on how to do valve cover gaskets on a 1997 Saturn SL2 with the dual overhead cam. For this job, we're basically just going to be taking this plastic cover off and replacing a plastic gasket, which we have over there, right in between this guy right here, and we'll be replacing each of these studs right here, which we also have over there. There's also another gasket in between each of these spark plug holes. So jumping right in, we're gonna want to get this stuff on top out of the way. So you can start with these and let's try and get a nice pop. Nice. Oop. There we go. Not bad. And just pull each one out. Now this hose right here is in the way, so I'm going to try and wiggle that off so I can get all of these out a lot easier. After some aggressive twists, got that out of the way. So I should be able to just pull all of them. I don't really care about mine, so I can kind of manhandle them because I'm going to be replacing them anyway. But now that we have those off, let's get to these. There should be 4 more of them back here as well. And 3 in the center. Let's start with this hose though. All right, so I got my 10mm socket wrench. Use an extension. Take your studs off like you're taking off a wheel. You want to do it in like a crisscross pattern. That way you don't warp the seal right here, the valve cover. All right, those are loosened up. Just make sure you can just pull them out like that. A little bit of wiggle room. Now we'll take it off. I'm gonna go get a razor because I need to scrape all of this gunk off. We don't want anything where the oil goes. We don't want any gunk, crud, nasty stuff, especially not bolts and screws, because, well, then you won't really have an engine at that point. So I'm gonna take my razor. I'm gonna push away from the oil area, the dark area. That way I'm pushing it away from the engine, right? See, that's already cleaning up quite nicely. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue to do this all the way around. If you're lucky like me, I was actually able to just wipe that area off with the rag. I actually didn't really need the razor at all. So it's coming up quite nicely. I just have that side and that side to do. All right, easy part's done. Looks pretty good. Now for the hard part, we gotta do the center. Like I said, these are pretty bad. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a towel to these. I'm just gonna wipe off as much as I can. So now that we're all cleaned up, let's pop the old grommets off of all of these screws. Like I said, there's 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're gonna replace all of the grommets. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get these guys out. What if you just... All right, you just rip them out. There you go. And then we'll put the new ones on, as well as the center gasket and the valve cover gasket. It's the underside view. I'm gonna take that blue gasket off. We're gonna see if there's any cleaning that needs to be done in those. Yeah, so make sure you're razoring at an angle. And don't push down at all. You really don't need to. I mean, look how easy that's coming off right there. And it doesn't need to be perfect either. Just give it a nice glide. So this gasket obviously only goes in one way. You just pat it down very slowly, very gently. You know, you don't want to rush it. You don't want to break it. This is the whole reason we're doing all of this. All right, so that's all in. It's looking great. I'm just gonna go over every little part and massage it all in. Yeah, because like right there, it's not fully in, and we want it to be. So I'm just gonna go around making sure that everything's in, massaged nicely into place. All right, so after doing this a few times, slide it on like that, and if I can do it one-handed, just click it on like that. And there you go, that's all you need. And do that for the rest of them, and then we'll pop them in. We're gonna be applying some RTV. This is gonna go right here and symmetrically in the back. All right, when you're putting these in, you're just gonna slide them in. We're gonna tighten it to the block, and that'll make it seat properly. But we'll start here, getting these nice and snug. All right, we got that on. And remember, I almost forgot there, but we're just gonna do like a crisscross pattern.